Welcome back to the Faith and Work Hour with yours truly, Anthony Knight.
And Christopher White.
And we're going to dive right into it. We got an article that we're going to get into that hits close to home. And but before we get into that, I'm going to give you our inspirational quote of the day. What you think of yourself is a lot more important than what other people think of you. Straight to the point. I don't think there's nothing else needs to be said at that point.
No, sir.
Because if you always supposed to value yourself higher than anybody else. Because everybody gonna put a different value on yourself than you are.
Yes, sir.
So I just beat the punch. I'm just not gonna let you value me.
If I set goals, guess what? No matter what happens, as long as I head towards it,
that's it.
I'm good.
Well, we're gonna get into this article here, and it's strange nonetheless. I don't know if it's strange or, well, for this area it's kind of strange. It says Alabama boy, 14, murdered brother, asked friend to help kill his family and plotted school shooting. Now, the school they're referring to is Pike County. The young man is from Monticello. You don't see that kind of stuff down here too often. No. But lately, it's been getting closer and closer to home. It started off with this shooting up there in just south of Birmingham. Mm-hmm. The Sweet 18, they were doing a party up there.
Yeah.
And now it's down here to Pike County, and it's so many things in this story that's missing that I really can't pinpoint. Like I know it says father came off from work at 7:30, and asked his younger brother where's 17-year-old with her, and he said he didn't know. And he left it at that. Now, you a father. Now, if you walk in your house and you say, so if you ask, that means you normally see him there.
You're right.
So now it's something out of the norm. When you walk in and you say, well, where's such and such? And he said, I don't know. Are you going to leave it at that?
No, sir. Because for one, I'm looking at, 14, they say at the age of 14 that a child can begin to stay at home by itself.
Yeah.
That's, law. But if I'm normally knowing that my 17-year-old is here, mm-hmm. and you ain't contacted me, because of things that's going on in the world today.
True.
Especially like you said, it's something that not normal that his 17-year-old is not doing.
That's it. So why? And I'm not blaming his father for anything. Right. But why you didn't inquire when he didn't come home later on that night? It's a school night. When we come up at 6 o'clock, you better be. Right. What do they say when the lights go
out? I think on there when the street lights come on,
you better be.
Even though they had a different reason for that back then, but that's how we were when the street lights came on. You better be in the house.
I remember it was about 5:30. I was about a quarter of a mile from my house and my friend. I was playing, just one way. Me and him lived not far from there. And I noticed it getting dark. And you can tell when them lights flickering. Now, I got a quarter of a mile. You talking about a sprint son of a gun. When I hit the driveway, I slid into the driveway.
I remember that's how I was raised way down in the country in Whitewater. And you didn't have about one or two street lights. That's how somebody in the house had a light at their house. Yeah. And my cousin Jermaine stayed down the street from him. We used to go down to his house and we would stay down there late. Mm-hmm. And so one night me and my brother were walking back home, and my dad, he always tried to scare you, so he went up there and laid down side the road with a sheet on.
I can see where this is going to go.
And when he got up, my baby brother was left. I was
left.
But so that just shows that the discipline that even parents these days now have on their kids.
It's just it's matter if he ain't there at 7:30. Because I always make the argument, if he walk in and say, where's such and such, he's used to being there.
Right.
That's just my opinion. And at 9:30, you still in here. Now, we got a problem somewhere now. Now I'm going to pick up the phone and call you. Now, I never one time said in the article he tried to contact him after his younger brother said he didn't know. That's kind of strange to me. Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
At 12:30, my mama wouldn't sleep if she thought I was supposed to be in the house and I wasn't there, when you walk in, what's she gonna be at the front, sitting on the sofa looking at you?
Now, hypothetically speaking, just say your 17-year-old didn't have a phone.
Okay.
All right, but
this day and age.
Hypothetical.
Okay.
You know, but back then they would call friends.
That's right.
Or their friends' parents or whatever, and ask, hey, is so and so have he been over there? Or you know, he gonna be home by now.
That's right. And if you came home, I know I came home late plenty of time. It don't work too well for you coming home. You know, they didn't send you to your room. Well, let me phrase you went there, but you carry something else with you.
But see, you was glad to go in that room because what you got up there in the front room, you didn't like being around it, so you gonna get away from it.
But now they send them to their room where they got PlayStation 5, video shit. They can play on their phone. You know, that's not punishment. That's time off for me.
Yeah, that's just.
What when on Saturdays, when you because I had to stay inside because me acting the fool, and your mother let everybody else go outside and you said that was torture to me.
Yeah, that was torture. But I heard a child say one time, well, they can take my phone, they'll take it 2 weeks, I get it back.
What if I tell you 6 months?
Yeah, get it back.
I won't give it back to you. But let's get into this article. Let's see if we can. It says the 14-year-old boy allegedly shot his brother dead and then dragged his body into the woods where it went undiscovered for 24 hours, said Sheriff Russell Thomas of Pike County Sheriff Office. Sheriff Thomas said that during the subsequent investigation, members of law enforcement learned that the suspect confided in a friend that he killed his brother and tried to enlist the boy to help him murder the rest of his family. The father of the victim and suspect told deputies that his son was not at the house when he arrived home from work Monday in Monticello, which is approximately 50 miles south of the capital city of Montgomery. It was not until the following evening that the boy's body was discovered by his father in the woods just beyond the family's property line. Over the course of their investigation, deputies said they quickly learned that the suspect allegedly had plans to kill more people. See, the thing I got a problem with this, his father then started looking for the 17-year-old until the 14-year-old started acting up in school. But that was check him out. That was the next day.
But here's where I look at it. I got a 17-year-old son, and you know, we're pretty much responsible to our kids until we're 19, until they are 19. Yeah. You know, they get out at 18. But anyway, if this is something that you're not normally doing. Yeah. That morning when I walk in your room and people there sees you in that bed, if you ain't in there now, I'm looking for you that morning.
That's right.
You know, or even that night, hey, look, I'm gonna got some type of information.
Yeah. If you get in off work at 7:30, and at 12:30, most parents are gonna go and check that room and say, let me see if he in at 11:30, and you don't see him, we got a problem now.
Now, here's the flip side of it. Unless this is something that he's normally letting his 17-year-old do.
Yeah, absolutely.
He may not come home, might stay at a friend's house, but yet still you always know where your children are. Or try to know where your children are.
But see, that's the thing. If that's the case, would he have came in and asked him where he was at?
I would believe.
Seems like if I come in, if I know you normally gone, I wouldn't ask that question.
Right.
But if I know you normally here,
I'm going to ask.
I'm going to ask, okay, where is such and such at? And he said, I don't know.
And I'm not going to leave it right there.
No, that's exactly. I'm not going to leave it right there.
Now I'm going to be out. I'm going to make some phone calls. Call him his mama or his wife. It doesn't say where the mother.
Yeah,
it don't speak of the mother in the story. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
Well, the thing I got a problem with is if the boy wouldn't have acted up in school, when was he going to look for him?
Now,
I know he had to work at that.
Now, Country Wayne did a show.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Netflix. And one thing he did say, that you know your child. Mm-hmm. He was making a joke and he said, you know, a lot of people tell their children, oh, you can play football. And he said he went and had I believe one of his sons wanted to play football. And he told, when he seen him play, he told him, just give me the shoes.
Yeah,
You know, but we know our children.
Yeah.
You know, in at some point in time, you had, you know, by watching your 14-year-old behavior, the way something is changing about him.
His demeanor.
How he's acting at home.
Yeah. And you didn't see that.
Now, it's either, or this is his first time acting up in school, or has it been multiple times that he's acted up in school?
That's a good question. See, the article don't really give you those details about this, but it's to the point that it's the nonchalant way he answered them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
If that was my brother, I'm like, I don't know. I ain't seen him today. I don't know where yet. You know, you're going to get more detail. It's a nonchalant attitude. And another thing, if you wanted to kill your family, you killed your brother, your dad was standing right in front of you. What would stop you?
That's a good question.
That's all I want to know. You shot your brother sitting on the couch like it wasn't nothing. And you say you watched him stagger out and fall. What kind of person are you? And when I know what people say, well, he's nothing but a 14-year-old. You out of that league now.
No, you're not out of my league. No,
I'm talking about the judicial system. You out of that 14-year-old league.
Yeah.
You're going to be tried as an adult now.
Yeah.
So, then the objective says the friend also stated that 14-year-old had a hit list in his book bag of family members he wanted to kill and made statements about wanting to shoot up the school. I wanted to just tell.
So now, unless he said it has family members.
Yeah.
So there are only certain family members he wanted to take out.
Yeah,
he implied it now.
Yeah.
You know, and so maybe his dad just wasn't.
You don't think he was on the list?
He couldn't have been on the list.
Why is his brother on the list?
Well, you know, this gonna sound offensive for the 14-year-old, but you know, big brothers had the tendency to pick on little brothers too.
Oh yeah, that's part of the job.
So maybe his older brother had been, you know, picking on him, wasn't nothing being done about it. His dad maybe not saying nothing, but then again, he would have the dad on his list because he was looking, dad, folks protect me.
Maybe. Then why would you shoot the school up? What was your point of that?
Hypothetically, but how?
Just getting bullied.
You know that, but I mean, there's so many that so much of it that is not being told as far as that the conversation with the 14-year-old. You know, which even no matter what your conversation is, there really is no excuse for what you have done.
No.
You know, and even after you're plotting. Yeah. You have the mind to become, well, you was going to pretty much become a serial killer. So psychologically right now, your mind set is headed that way.
You think he's playing the insanity game that he's, you know they're doing
No. Insanity is you're doing something and you're not aware of what you, like I was at a job one time and this lady told me, she said, all right, Chris, man, you go crazy on you. I said, you can sit here and tell me that you can go crazy. You ain't crazy. No. But you plotted.
He did a good job.
You got a plan. You had a list. And not only did you have a list, but you're trying to go out and recruit other people to do this with you.
Now, the article didn't say this. Did he try to recruit the boy before he killed him or after he killed his brother?
Well, from the story, it said that he confounded it to a friend after he had killed his brother and was trying to get his friend to help him kill his family. Kill family members.
His friend telling the adult at this point.
Well, that's from what, you know, the article that you're reading, it said that the friend is talking, but he may have talking a little too late that have caused someone their life.
Well, it says, this sounds insensitive, what I'm finna read, but to the family, this is no consolation prize. But it says charges have not yet been filed in the case, and it's not clear how the suspect allegedly obtained a gun or who owns the weapon. Well, it's not hard to get a gun, number one.
Yeah.
It's very easy. Now, this is the part that, look, I'm not saying this, but this is the part that sounds insensitive. He said, we are very fortunate and blessed we did not have more casualties as a result of the 14-year-old having access to a weapon, said Sheriff Thomas. Okay, that is a blessing that they stopped him before he got ready to school.
Yeah.
To the family of the 17-year-old boy, they're not seeing it that way.
Right.
Because they just lost a son, uncle, nephew, whatever you want to see it.
And once again, that gonna have to reflect back to the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Because even, with my son, even if he has my phone, or my tablet, and he's watching YouTube,
mm-hmm.
or whatever he's watching, I do monitor what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because even on YouTube, you got a baby shark that ain't baby shark no more.
You're right. You're right.
So, watch your children.
Yeah.
Not that you're being overprotecting, but see who they are becoming.
Yeah,
see if there's some things that you need to work on a little bit with them to help them. Because now I said that the fruit don't fall from the tree, so that means if he got some issues going on somewhere, then did you have some and you never had yours dealt with, and it's just being passed down from generation to generation?
Or was it a lot of stuff going on in there
that ain't being told?
That ain't being told, because some of these people that do these things, they let this stuff build up on them. And let's just say, speaking hypothetically, because we don't know any more than the article says, that it wasn't his brother bullying him. Let's just say his parents let his brother get away with stuff, and then he didn't feel like why he couldn't do it. And
about like the little boy that would have killed his mother because she wouldn't buy him
that virtual headset.
Virtual headset for the
I whoop his.
So, so now it's all about what they gonna have the 14-year-old, because he got some things going on up there.
But see, this is what I try to when somebody do that, three group of people lose.
Yeah.
The 17-year-old is gone.
He's gone.
The 14-year-old is about to go, and the family missing two kids.
And I believe it's heartbreaking to know that's a, because now here's the thing. I got a son that has been killed by his 14-year-old brother.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless of a parent is going to love their child regardless, no matter what. Parents will stick by their child through whatever it is.
Wrong or right.
So now he done lost his son, so he's mourning. He lost another son that's going to be locked up. He's mourning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this one that's locked up is also my child whom I love.
He's losing all the way around. There's no happy ending. Nowhere.
This reminds me of the story of Abraham,
mm-hmm.
when he had to go up and sacrifice Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
God told him that he wanted him to go up and make a sacrifice, and that he'll provide him a lamb. Mm-hmm. So just imagine Abraham and Isaac walking up there to where the sacrifice is going, and Isaac being aware and knowing what's going on, and begin to ask Abraham, Dad, I know we're going to the sacrifice. Where's the lamb? Because I see the knife and I see everything that's prepared for a sacrifice, but where's we going to sacrifice? You just imagine that in Abraham's mind, that he knows and he trusts in God that he's going to do this.
Yeah.
So that's got to be heartbreaking. That man, how can your heart recover? How can you psychologically recover? That every time that I look at my 14-year-old, whether the relationship or whatever, every time I look at you, I see my child whom I love. I see the murderer of my oldest son whom I love too. But every time I look at you, this is the picture that I'm seeing.
Yeah. You got to imagine he's split. He's split in half. His emotions are just all over the place. And now you got to bury one, and one of them finna go to prison.
But yet, I still have to look at this one, and every time I look at this one, this is your cause and your effect.
Yeah, it is.
Cause you killed my son, now this is the effect that I have to see every day. If I look at your picture at home, I see this.
Forgiveness is gonna be, it's necessary, but it's gonna be hard.
You know, for a long time, people always say that, you know, God forgive and he throw it in the lake of forgiveness.
Forgiveness, yeah.
But also you see in the Bible where God said that he would remind the children of Israel of what he delivered them from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I can forgive, that doesn't mean I'm always going to forgive.
Yeah.
You know, but he just doesn't beat you up with it. But this is something that's going to beat me for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, the thing I was wondering is the 14-year-old showed no remorse.
They never do.
Based on what I read, it showed like he didn't even care.
But he didn't went and talked to his friends, so he had no, because I'm going to talk to my friend. I got a list. I got a hit list. I'm a hit man right now.
Yeah.
Of who I'm going to kill in my family members. And we're going to go shoot up the school.
You gonna go and shoot? I ain't shooting that.
But I'm just saying,
yeah,
you know, we're going to go shoot up the school.
Mm. You gotta, something wrong with that young man.
But thank God it wasn't a friend that grabbed his hand and went with him.
Exactly.
You know,
he had a little bit more sense.
A lot of peer pressure can get on a lot of people. And peer pressure will also get you involved in stuff that you don't, how did I end up here?
Yeah. I never really, no matter how mad my brothers or sisters made me, that never crossed my mind. I never wanted to do, y'all jump on them now. We fight. But,
oh, man, I was bigger and stronger than me. So
well, I was the puny one in the bunch.
I couldn't. No,
well, I could actually fight. Well, I couldn't fight back then. They would choke me. But
my sisters used to whoop me.
Yeah, my sister tried.
Not until I got older.
I told my brothers used to beat me up. My sister, y'all don't try that mess right now. Now I done got a little bigger than I used to be. It ain't gonna work too well at this point. But it's just to the point we fought and it was over with. Mm-hmm. Next day or the next 10 minutes, we back doing what we normally do. We stay mad for what, 30 seconds to a minute maybe.
But you know what? Here's the thing about us. If we fought, we been out letting mom and dad find out about it.
Well, that's a whooping you finna get.
You get a whipping.
Yeah, that's kind of territory. That's why I told my brother jumped on me. I said, I'm going to tell mom.
No, it was over then.
Oh, it was over with. I'm done.
Yeah.
Now they try to negotiate.
Now, because you probably the one that he was starting.
Oh, I probably started. 9%
of them did.
Oh, 100. 100% I started. But I'm going to still, but I'm the youngest one. So I'm going to get the benefit of the doubt right now. You the oldest one, you going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
It was good until the story started flipping and my youngest brother started doing me that way.
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't have no use for it.
No,
I didn't have no use for it. So you couldn't do anything. You try to get revenge on him, that's another book.
He going to tell it?
Yeah, he going to tell it. So you bribe him with toys. You try to do anything to keep that smoke from him. Doesn't work because they get the toys and then they still tell
him. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Then if you mess with him because he took your toy and told him, get what? You still gonna get in trouble.
There's no way they want to run. So I kind of understood what my brothers and them were going through. But that one won't stop me from doing it now. If they do it to me, I'm gonna do it to the next person that's above me. But you know, it's just to the point that nowadays they take this stuff to the extreme. Yeah. You know, you killing your brother and you showing no. You did it in such a nonchalant way. You were sitting on the sofa and shot him.
But look now, but he drugged him
60 yards
to the edge of their property. So, how long he been plotting this?
It's a good question. This ain't give you enough.
Once again, school, parent, you ain't noticed nothing wrong. Teachers,
unless he always acted that way, which I seriously doubt. At some point, his demeanor changed. But let's just be honest. Teachers are not like the teachers when we went to school. Mm-hmm. Half of them talking to the students. They're not they don't have the old ones They don't have the old hag we have.
Right, yeah, they got the young.
They got the young ones. So they're not paying a lot of attention to it.
Yeah, because you're barely older than I am.
Those
and not reflecting nothing bad on the teachers, but
the older teachers, they cared about what you did. And they had no problem calling your parent. You acting up, they say, I'm going to call your mama. Okay, that story's over with. How they used to do when your mother come, you'll know who mother it is by the one who acting like they working.
Yeah.
You ain't did no work all day.
I remember I went to Spring Hill with a friend of mine. Back then they used to pop up at the school.
Oh shoot, yeah.
And a friend of mine, when she came in and talked to the teacher, the teacher went to talk to him about it and tell him this and tell him that. Well, he was like this right here. He was busy.
Yeah.
And so after she got to talk to the teacher, she asked the teacher because he bought his paddle.
Ooh.
And you remember them old Michael Jackson pants they had back in?
Yeah. Them tight pants. They don't, there's no resistance in when they start heating.
He had a pair of them on.
Woo, he took him on the wrong pants that day.
And his mama let him have it now.
Yeah.
I just put his head down in class for the rest of the day.
Ain't nothing else to do. You're embarrassed now.
Teacher didn't even bother.
Ain't no point bothering. His self-esteem gone.
You know, but even with me, if I get a chance, I go to my son's school and check and see how he doing. I call the teacher. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna know something. I'm gonna know about my child.
Yeah. You know, my mama came one day. I was in the snotty class, and they was like, "Who parents that?" I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, trying to look down doing. They said, "That's Anthony."
Cause hey, you like this right here.
Yeah, I'm right.
You trying to make it look like you busy.
You ain't doing. I ain't did no work.
Look like you busy.
And then you steady looking up there trying to see what she's doing. But that's when they had those doors where the little windows where you can see through. You throwing spitball and all of a sudden you see your mother standing up there. You know you're in trouble.
And she already seen you. She looked. She already spotted you.
But it's just to the point that that was 20-some-odd years ago, 20, 25. They don't operate in school like that because a lot of these teachers, the good teachers, are getting ignored. And another thing right about teachers, they underpaid sorely.
But and this is something that just not started.
Yeah.
I remember this show. I believe Oprah Winfrey did a show one time where they had parents coming on there and saying that they have a 10-year-old, 9-year-old, 8-year-old that they're scared of. You scared?
I can't wrap my mind around that.
10 years old and you scared of them because of the way they act.
Bill Cosby had a great saying. I bring you in this world, I'll take you out. I couldn't see that to him. My mama's scared of me.
Look, about this tall now, you scared of them?
I thought they were.
You ain't even 4 feet.
I thought they were playing at first. And then I found out they serious. I said, man, I'll knock his behind out. When he wake up, what are they saying? When you wake up, you will never do it again.
Like how Mudia said, you might try to dial 911.
You try. You ain't gonna make it. It ain't gonna be a successful dial. But you got to. It's just like the child that killed his mother because she went by him a virtual headset. So this is what it done come to now.
Yeah.
If I tell you no, when we went to Walmart, she said no. You dare not ask again. Now.
Spoil
the
ride. Spoil the child.
Well, they don't believe.
That's a true saying, but that's true.
That was absolutely true.
Man, kids now just
they out of hand.
They got an opinion. I can hear your opinion all day long, but guess what? It's an opinion, whether you like it or not. It ain't gonna matter because at the end of the day, guess what? Whatever I decide, that's what we gonna do.
We ain't have one.
So it didn't matter.
No, it didn't matter. We ain't have no opinion. And mom, I done seen these adults whoop they behind. Adults be adults. You talking to a grown up, this joke come in and take over the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what would happen if I'd have did that? I'd have seen stars. I can count how many stars I done seen.
You thought a night was still day.
I'm trying to tell you. But see, that's what they take over the conversation. These kids now will walk in your house, go in the refrigerator, they put something in it. I had to tell one of these, I said, hold on, you put something in there? No, if you want something, you ask me, I'll get it for you.
All right.
But that starts at home. Though.
And see, and people think that, you just, he can just go in there. But no, teach him about respect.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
What's your brother, when you were growing up, when you went to somebody's house, what's the first rule? You number one, you better not, she give you the speech. Don't ask for nothing to eat. When we talking, you be quiet. Matter of fact, you just don't even be in there.
Just be out there playing with the rest of them.
That's it.
You don't even know them, but you got that door playing.
You better go out there and play.
You get out that door.
You want some water, you drink out the hydrant on the outside.
Let it run for a little while to get the water hose tack out the garden.
Because it get hot sometimes.
Yeah.
And you can walk in there and ask for something to drink if you like.
But you
ain't gonna like the outcome.
Yeah.
When you wake up, you'll be back outside where the hydrant, the hose is.
You don't know how you got there.
You ain't gonna know how you got there. So, but it's a new age, and all this starts at home.
Yes, sir.
My niece and nephew, they come over here. They ask, "Can I get something out the refrigerator?" I said, "Okay, go ahead. I'll get it for you." I'll just say, "You go ahead and get it." But then you get some of them walking there, just open the refrigerator. I'm like, "Oh, you went grocery shopping or something?"
I know that, right?
I don't think you put that in there, did you?
Even when my son come with me, no, you just don't go in there and go in my refrigerator.
That's right.
You go in trying to open, hey, boy, what you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just, no, you asked.
That's where it starts at. It starts at home. But when you got 16-year-old parents, what are they teaching? Or is the TV teaching them, or their grandmother or granddad? Whoever teaches. So that's where it starts at. To me, that's where it starts at. It starts at home. And if you whoop
re-excellent criteria, as Mr. L.A. Robinson from Brandon used to say.
If you whoop
re-excellent criteria.
Thank you. And let them know that you have to respect. You say, "Ma'am." "Yes, ma'am." "Yes, sir."
Yes, sir.
Not a no. Yes. I'm 48. I go to adult. "Yes, ma'am." "Yes, sir." But that's what's been installed in me all these years.
Yeah. I
still say that. Now they say, "Yeah." "No." "Why I gotta take the garbage out?" And why? Because I said so.
Simple.
But now they arguing with them. I don't think it's fair. See, I would have never got that sentence out my mouth. That was it. You're going to get a whooping if you don't do it. So why even argue about it?
I know that's right.
I'm not taking a free whooping now. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. But parents need to be parents. They need to discipline their children. They need to teach them. Because the sad thing, if you don't teach them,
the world will.
The world will. Now. You ain't going to like the world.
Or the streets.
Or the street. Or the system. And you ain't going to like when the system do it.
No, sir.
Because they don't have they hide people over there.
Oh, yeah.
They
you
hide.
looking for little Johnny has been locked up 14 years.
Yeah.
You ain't checked on him. You don't even know where he is.
No.
So, but he there.
Just be parents be parents. Hey, we did another episode. 30 minutes flies by. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, on the Faith and Work Hour with yours truly, Anthony Knight.
Christopher White.
The two fingers. Peace.